This is, oh my gosh, I should have turned off notifications. This is Mr. Jeff Belleville. I met him last Monday. Had a fantastic conversation with him. I was just considering working with Towne. I loved the products. I loved everything I had read, but I had some questions. And he is number 2 in sales in the company. He's been with the company for 6 years. He took time to come have a conversation with me. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, a lot of the times in network marketing companies, the bigger you get, the more people become, this is horrible, peons, like they're so far, we don't need to, but he takes the time to help everybody. And it's just really uplifting. So Jeff has had many successful businesses, alternative health for 11 years. So I think that's really awesome. I myself have been holistic living I was raised that way, but then I really started delving into it deeply when I was pregnant with Maverick. So 15 years ago. He is on the board of Towne, which I think is awesome. Second highest paid earner. I love this part that you were in the Prosper magazine in 2018, and 2020. So congratulations, Mr. Jeff. I think that's fantastic. And if any of you are familiar with John Maxwell, he helped him write a book on leadership. And that's just to know that this is my leader makes my heart so happy. I love that I have you in my back pocket, Jeff, and I'm very thankful that you're taking the time to come and chat with the girls and share all of your knowledge. So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. It's so good to be with you. And I have to apologize ahead of time because there's these forest fires still in Oregon lingering. And so my voice, I woke up feeling like a teenager today. So you can laugh if it cracks, it's like, I'm actually 32 years old. So just in case you were wondering, but exactly. Rachel, it's such an honor to be with you. The moment I met you, I was like, wow, okay, leadership. And also just your personality and heart. And I just love that we've got this cool partnership. And it's been a joy for me to see the caliber of people that Towne has attracted over the years. And honestly, over the last 6 years being here, and 15 years in the industry, I still feel like I'm a kid in a candy store. I still feel like this is just like Christmas morning, because what we get to do is really teach people, how to master their wellness, like total wellness. And I had been looking and looking for something like this for so many years. When we found it, it ended up replacing an income that had taken 6 years to build elsewhere in 43 days. And so we're just blessed. We're so excited to share this with you today. I'm gonna just jump right in. Is that okay, Rachel? Awesome. I'm so excited. My voice is holding up so far. So Towne actually means to transform life. It means transformational change. And that's close to home because we have a motto with our company that is health, wealth, community. It's also the name of our Facebook testimonial group. But the thing I like about these 3 pillars is it really does speak to the desires that we all share as human beings, right? One is we want to feel better in our body. We want to hit those fitness goals. We want to look at the scale and get excited again, right? Wealth, it's like more than ever before. People are looking at, their bank accounts, but they're also looking at their retirements and they're looking at their debt to income ratio. And so our heart has always been to educate on wealth because we believe if you're stressed out about money, that's going to affect pillar number 1, And so health and wealth was always a very unique concept. I'd never seen a company educate on health and wealth at the same time. And then thirdly, the third greatest desire for change in people's lives is our community. We want to increase the quality of connection and be surrounded by amazing people. And so I love that we do Lift Where You Live projects. We have all kinds of give back initiatives we do on a monthly basis. So pretty fun stuff. But what we do at the very end of the day is we help you monetize your phone and social media. And it's a very simple 3-step process we walk families through from all walks of life. The neat thing is you can be the busiest, person and still be able to tap into our proven system. We're going to actually provide what to do by sharing high impact products and then earning a great reward for just being kind of the vocal cords of this health and wealth movement we've created. And so really love the power behind this. And I always love telling stories because this is a very special family to me. Oksana actually is she's about to give birth to her, like, I don't know, 16th child or something, but she's got the sweetest family up in Washington State. And she tried one of our products and she lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. My favorite part of this is that she accidentally ate a box of Oreos. I was like, what a great testimonial, right? Well, she had 18 customers come off this post that took her 2 minutes to make. And she goes, Jeff, I just took a stock coffee image off of Google and told my story. And I'm like, I know, it's so powerful, right? So she was stoked that that was almost $300 in her household just from that one post. That was like groceries, right? But then a year later, 17 out of the 18 customers continued ordering. And so that one post had then turned into thousands of dollars for her household. And her bigger why was to bring Brian home. So she even had a hashtag bring Brian home because he was head of riot control in Portland, Oregon, which over the last few years, that was stressful for them. So she was able to retire him, get him out of that craziness, and just really a joyful story for me to always share of the power of simply sharing a product that works, right? And that's really what we're here to do, is to identify what you might be looking for in your health journey. All of us have a list of things that we would like, if we could just press a button, and improve it, we would, right? Like for me, outside of my raspy voice today, I would choose to have a little bit more energy, right? Like for me, I had years of chronic fatigue and brain fog, and that just was exhausting, no pun intended. But here's the thing that I was also realizing is that nobody prepared me for the post-marital 40 pounds that I would put on, okay? So that was at the top of the list too. And I had digestive issues, feelings of anxiousness. For me, I maybe didn't have beauty goals, but so many people do. And fitness goals, I just wanted to get to a place where I could actually be into fitness, And so I appreciate that we're an ecosystem of amazing, clean products. So whatever category you're looking for, or if you're like, can I choose all of them? It's totally fine. You can choose all of them because our products are very unique. Okay. One thing, as a health practitioner, I had a health practice for 11 years. My mom's a naturopathic physician of 40 years. One of the things that I had to know was that these products were cut from a different cloth. And first and foremost, you've got to look for raw whole food nutrition. This day and age, 95% plus of supplements, and Rachel, I know that you know this because our initial conversation, we nerded out for a minute, but like 95%, guys, of anything you buy at the health food store online, they're going to be full of synthetic ingredients, and they're not required to disclose that they're synthetically made in a lab to mimic nature to be mass produced at the highest profit margin. That to me is the biggest scam in health right now, is the fact that people looking at the labels of their products don't realize that if it says ascorbic acid next to vitamin C, that's GMO corn, high fructose corn syrup. That is that vitamin C. And I'm just not sure if we're high fructose corn syrup deficient. You know what I'm saying? Or if you look at beta carotene next to vitamin A, who would have known that that was sourced from a petrochemical known to cause a 400% increase in birth defects and pregnancies? And so there's actual danger to synthetic ingredients out there, and most people don't even realize that's a thing. And so I'm passionate. I've always been passionate about whole food. When I found Tronant's product list, and you can look through their ingredients and find like these are ingredients many times are fermented. They're paired with the right chelated minerals. They're just amazing. And so I love that we have tens of thousands of success stories, because when you give the body what it needs, it knows how to heal itself. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. So one big thing to me was that they were just going to put this up on their website. I'm like, that is so crazy. I haven't seen a company put a transparency promise up on their website where it's not even just disclosing what is in their products. They're disclosing what we don't mess around with. There's so many fillers out there. And so anyway, I could go on, but the care that has gone into these products, the sourcing that we own in raw ingredients, is why these products change so many lives. Dr. Chevreau, Dr. Burkle, Dr. Towne, and Dr. Trapnell are all experts in their field. They're absolutely amazing in what they've created. And so I love that they guide and direct our product line. So I'm really going to highlight 4 of the heavy hitters today. And then we're going to have some fun with what you can do with this information. So the first product that I'm going to zoom in on is the Enrich blend here. And the reason I'm going to zoom in on this, because I love Optimize, like as a post-workout recovery product. I love our vitamin C from acerola cherries. I love Balance as a chelated mineral product. But Enrich really steals the show. And it's the reason why it's been one of our best sellers. And so forgive me if I nerd out for a moment. And I will never have Enrich that far from me because this is a gut health product. And unfortunately, there is more gut issues happening than ever before in our nation. And in fact, 76% of America is having a digestive issue today. And so it's kind of a gross thing to talk about. This women don't like to talk about it much, but I'm like, hey, let's talk about the gut because it's the second brain. Many are calling it the first brain now because literally most of our hormones, our neurotransmitters that make us feel well, our immune system originates in the gut. And so if your gut's offline, it's a domino effect in your health. What is blood sugar regulation? Well, that's a digestive conversation, right? What is hormonal regulation? That's a digestive conversation. So there's so many amazing roads that lead to Rome, our gut, that this is always first priority for me working with clients. And so I love Enrich for a few reasons. One is it's a raw enzyme. So that means it's a living enzyme. So you don't want to leave these in the car because they're destroyed if they go over 114 degrees. This is actually one of the reasons why enzymes are so important. Because if you're eating cooked and processed food or cooked food specifically, all of the raw enzymes in that food that are supposed to help you digest that food have been destroyed in the process of cooking it. So we're essentially eating dead food. And that's very stressful on the body. There was one report in the enzyme research that I've looked through that shows people can live up to 30 years longer if they're taking digestive enzymes because it takes that much pressure and stress off of the pancreas. And I'm going, why is this not being shouted from the rooftops? Why isn't every physician in the nation talking about breaking our foods down, right? And so I'm passionate about this because I will never eat a meal without one of these, not because I'm just like a trenanter, but because now I know that if I'm cooking my food, then I'm literally stressing my body and trying to digest it. And so I love telling the story through visuals. So I'm actually going to show you this product in action real quick. I also love that it replaced pre and probiotics because it has a daily maintenance dose in there for me. So this is my one-stop shop for gut health. Now I'm going to use a snack pack pudding here, which is a cooked and processed food. And we're going to see what happens when the Enrich enzyme gets mixed into a pudding, just like you would take it before a meal. Watch what happens.
We're going to demonstrate the power of the Enrich enzymes using a snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm going to take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're going to make sure this is really stirred around in here. These enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took a solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
Rachel, I'm like in the same boat. Like I've probably seen this, I don't know, a handful of times. The first time I saw it though, I was like, why? I mean, what? I was completely blown away because I'd never seen a product work like that right in front of my eyes before. And so for me, having a lifelong issue with digestive issues, constant stabbing discomfort, running to the restroom 18 times a day. I could go and I'm not going to go any further, but you get the picture. And it was just like acid, like all the things that you can imagine. It was real bad. And it was most of my life. And so my mom, as a naturopath, constantly had me on a new protocol from some continuing ed course she took. And so for me, I had been on a restriction diet, gluten and dairy, couldn't have it for 10 years. So I was used to that. I thought that was going to be my life forever. And I took my first capsule and all of that discomfort went away day one. And I'm like, come on, this has got to be a placebo effect. Like, no, like I have a naturopathic pharmacy at my disposal, So anyway, long story short, I get energy from the food I eat now. I no longer feel bloating, which I love your live, by the way, that was super good. And it's just exciting to have a product that actually works. And for me, I was able to start eating foods again that I went full bore. I'm like, give me a cheeseburger. Like I would like a pizza now, and I didn't have the 3-day episode that would have usually happened. And I lost 40 pounds in my first 2 months. So that's why I spend the most time on this product, because I'm like, the hallelujah chorus comes on. So anyone with digestive stuff, Enrich, you got to experience it. It's amazing. And it really helps me understand just why our nation is dealing with the kind of health issues that we're dealing with these days. So the second category of products is in kind of stamina and energy. We love natural energy at Tronant. And so we're going to use plants to support that energy. The product I'm going to zoom in on here is going to be Mojo or Zest. So you can kind of see them on the right side or on the left side. What's so amazing about this is it's a beverage. Chocolate or coffee is one flavor, and then we have our lemonade versions on the Zest side here. Thing is so great about this is it sustains energy throughout the day. So you're not going to get the jitters or the crash. It's just going to really buffer the way that you feel. And so people used to drinking energy drinks or a pot and a half of coffee will find usually 1 cup of Mojo replaces all of that. And the beautiful thing is it has a lot of ingredients in it. So L-theanine helps to boost the mood and creates literally a happy feeling throughout the course of your day. Then you've got PEA, which gets you into the zone and really helps you focus. So PEA and L-theanine have amazing brain enhancing effects. And then you have things like chromium to help balance the blood sugar. So I'll tell you, a lot of people will use Mojo for intermittent fasting because it doesn't break your fast. So I really appreciate that. It has some bitter orange extract, which actually helps to burn fat and speed up the metabolism. So I found that when I added Mojo in the morning, I ended up losing another 25 pounds. And that was over a 2-month period. And I'm like, okay, I'm done, because I literally am in my high school pant size. I need to put on some muscle now. Okay, guys, So I love these. I could talk about Boost as one of the most amazing fitness products I've ever discovered. It's a nitric oxide that boosts your blood flow. It's also just amazing for anyone with heart stuff that they're dealing with, or maybe a family heart, And also as a men's health product, anytime we talk about blood flow, yes, that's the thing. So anyway, when we launched that, we launched it with an anti-aging product called Renew, which I'll talk about here in a minute. And Renew's kind of like the blue pill for women.
Oh,
And it's kind of like the blue pill for men. And so all of the Diamond Council are in the room, and Lauren gets up, the CEO, and he goes, so how's everyone liking the new products? And everyone just starts laughing because we all know that they're working really well. So go ahead.
I have to intervene really quickly because this is something that's new for me that I find amazing. And I have a question on the weight loss part, because I'm on day 5 of being a Tronanter, and the knowledge and the resources and the excitement are just not ending. And I don't anticipate it happening to end in forever, but I have noticed. So I am borderline hypoglycemic, and typically I'll have tea or coffee in the morning. And by 11 or so, if I do not eat something, even a banana or something, I feel extraordinarily nauseous, very shaky. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I get sweaty. Sometimes I get extraordinarily sick, like to the kitchen immediately. I need to get some food. And this is horrible, but amazing at the same time. Yesterday, I was working. Like I worked straight on. I was talking to everybody. I was creating a website. I was just working. I looked at the clock. It was 3 o'clock. And I'm like, I feel amazing. I am blown away at the blood sugar regulation. I just started using Mojo. I mean, it's been 5 days since I've been using it. And I don't, now I'm like, how often is this? So is that why are we, I've lost 6 pounds since I've started Mojo and Enrich. And I don't know, I haven't even worked out once because I've been so busy, and I'm like, why am I losing weight? So what is it that's making us lose weight?
Well, that's kind of the dynamic duo, is the Enrich actually has a similar effect because you get so much more absorption out of the nutrients from your food that you're satiated a lot faster. There's something really unique that happens when lipase, for example, breaks down your fats to produce essential fatty acids in the body. When we don't break down our fats, it ends up storing or slowing us down, right? Or becoming, depositing in the liver, which is not what you want. So breaking down fats properly has an amazing weight release experience. And so Enrich has that effect. When paired with Mojo, you've got that natural appetite suppressant, but you've got the ingredients in there that are going to sustain. So it's very fascinating. And in my clinic, we would do a lot of blood work before and afters, and we would see, and we obviously don't treat, cure, prevent any disease with these products, but like people's A1Cs, it blew our minds because we saw not just massive benefit, and I was just going, this is nuts. And so there's something amazing about that pairing of Enrich and Mojo that really helps to shed the pound. So with what you're experiencing right now, it's kind of like the same kind of ratio I was experiencing when I first started on it. Part of it is we hold up to 20 pounds of undigested food in our gut because of digestive issues, because of a lack of enzymes. So Enrich is cleaning that out, just like the pudding cup, it cleaned the pudding cup out. That's a little great visual there. You'll never eat chocolate pudding again. That's kind of what's happening. So Carrie, 18. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Okay. So do you want me to move on to the next category real quick?
Yes, go ahead. I've been wondering about it, and I'm sure the girls want to know, because most of these girls in here, all of them have gut issues, and we've been talking about it, and they're like, I'd also like to lose some weight. And I'm like, I don't really know how it works. So I'll just have Jeff explain it. So thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, it's phenomenal because it's not weight loss, it's weight release, it's weight management. It's educating your body on what to let go instead of forcing the body to let go of it, so that as soon as it gets a chance, it's going to put it all on back and more. So for me, I haven't had any issue with yo-yoing because it was just naturally allowing my body to keep that off. So I thought that might be helpful too. It's like a miracle. I love it. All right. So the next product line, I love that you posted about this, by the way, because I always freak out about this toothpaste and mouth rinse because it's off the charts amazing. The silver and gold technology is so far advanced that many pharmaceutical companies were actually trying to absorb the technology because it was so effective at destroying bad bacteria. So as you can imagine, there's some antibiotic resistant bacteria that a lot of companies are trying to combat. Well, we have this amazing silver technology. So if you've ever heard the phrase born with a silver spoon in their mouth, it's because they were wealthy enough to afford silver, which actually helped with the oral care, which prolonged life, because the mouth is the beginning of health. It's the gateway to our health. And so this has been monumental in helping my wife, who had some major dental challenges. She's now overcome them, and our dentist can't even figure out how, and so they wanted samples of this, and we're like, it's amazing. The hydroxyapatite, instead of fluoride, rebuilds the minerals that actually comprise your teeth. So you're remineralizing your teeth. It's strengthening and whitening without any of the weird bleaching or chemicals. And so you're looking at the cleanest oral care line. And I love that silver and gold actually helps to, for me, I used to get those canker sores and it just drove me nuts. And I haven't had a single scenario since we launched this almost 2 years ago. So I'm very, very excited to have an oral care line I can stand behind. Then we have our CBD fluid. This one I could spend an hour on. I just got to say the two main things that's different from everything else out there. It's a fluid, so we don't add anything to it. 2, it's raw, so we don't heat it or denature or destroy any of the secondary cannabinoids. So you're getting a full spectrum approach at activating your body's natural endocannabinoid system, which is connected to almost every major, like your endocrine system, your bone, muscle system. I mean, it's amazing stuff. And so here's the difference. Oil and water don't mix. So when you take a CBD oil, it has to digest through the liver. And when it does, you're getting about 6% absorption once it metabolizes. 6% is like a huge waste of money. It's like 94% waste of money, right? For Soothe, it's a fluid. Naturally, it's like the essence of the plant. So it's absorbing into the body just like it does this water. And so you're getting 500% more. Plus, you're getting all the raw benefits of the plant, which is where the majority of the medicinal value exists. So I love that. It's just amazing. And then, of course, our most popular line is our beauty line. So no surprise there. Our liquid collagen has literally taken the market by storm. This is a type 1 bovine pasture raised collagen. And it's, so first and foremost, the difference is powdered collagen absorbs at less than 30%. Our liquid collagen is pushing 90% absorption because it's hydrolyzed peptide, meaning we have enzymes that are helping to kind of digest that protein so that you absorb the most out of it. Okay. Courtney, I know, right? Like I'm talking, that was me. It was like, I love this stuff. Glow is like incredible. It's got high biotin, hyaluronic acid, L-citrulline. It's got 10 grams of protein per shot. So when you put Glow up against any other collagen product out there, there's some big names in network marketing that have a collagen product. They can't even hold a candle to what we have. And people will have been on those other products for months or years, and they'll come here and in week 1, notice a major difference in their skin, their hair. For me, I look at the internal benefits of joint health, connective tissue. There's more, collagen in our bones than calcium. So I could go on and on. You got to try it. It's absolutely insane the results people get. And that kind of leads us to our very first introduction into skincare. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I'm working on a slide right now, Rachel, which I'll have to show you once I get it through, of all the different products that this can replace, because I'm calling this is my very manly approach to skincare. This is the one and done product. Rejuvenate literally has replaced almost a dozen bottles. Catherine told me yesterday it was 11 different bottles on her shelf. And it's just insane to see what some of the experiences are like as people are here. Let's see if I can kind of get this. You can just see a major difference right there, in those lines. And it's so exciting. I just got mine put up yesterday, my 30 days. And it's just crazy. Like I can see my eyelid now. I mean, and I just have to look at this from a guy perspective. It's saving us over $500 a month. She no longer needs the retinol, the vitamin C scrub, the mask, the facial once a month. She's no longer doing microneedling for some of the things that she needs because she just doesn't need to. The moisturizer, the eye cream, you name it. It's all literally in the garbage. And so Rejuvenate is like a moisture mask. It's really phenomenal how it tightens almost immediately. You feel your skin just lifting. And it's the most inexpensive all-in-one solution thing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. So I know, thanks guys, my eyes, because I'm like, okay, and it might be a good time to have Carrie share because she's actually an esthetician and been in the space for like, 20 years or something. You started right out of elementary school. And so, but what I'd love is for you to just share maybe a couple words on why you're so excited about this, because it really is very unique.
And before I want to introduce Carrie for you. So Carrie,
thank you.
if I could, Carrie is my upline. And Carrie, I met Carrie a few years ago. She was with my prior company and she was an executive with the company. Her job was to help formulate skincare products and to help us market them. And she is actually who got me my skincare certification. So all of the knowledge I brought to you actually indirectly came from Carrie and her training. And she has been in the industry for 24 years. When she comes on camera, you will see that she obviously knows how to take care of her skin. She's absolutely stunning. And I am thrilled to be working with her and partnering with her. And she has firsthand knowledge. I have not gotten my Rejuvenate yet, but I'll tell you what, I am so excited to get rid of my tone, my vitamin C, my lightening, my rehab cream, my overnight lift. Like I spend a lot of money on skincare, and this is, and time in the morning. Jeff joked the other day, he's like, well, my wife used to take 50 minutes to get ready and now she just puts on a cream. So it's all good. Like so good. So here's Carrie, and I'll let her share with you guys.
Hi, everyone. Can you see me? Right there.
I saw you. Oh, now I see you. And now you're muted.
Oh, there I am. Oh.
There we go.
Thank you for that sweet introduction, Rachel. I am so thrilled to be here with you and Jeff and all of you. You guys, Jeff was talking about it and it made me have an idea that maybe I should take a picture of all the products I no longer need because it's a lot. And I've been talking about this product nonstop. I have never seen one product make such a difference in my face. And it's not even just over time. The thing I love about this is it has the instant gratification. So for me, I put it on my face, and the most fun experiment you can have with yourself or your friends is to put it on half your face. So I put it on half my face, and it looks like half of my face has a facelift. It's so awesome. I'm not exaggerating. If someone was telling me all the things that this product did, I probably wouldn't believe it. But I did go to a leadership retreat, and they told us about the ingredients and they broke it down, and it makes so much sense because it does have that fermentation, which is your exfoliation. It has this plumping technique. It's what they were calling almost like a topical Botox, which I didn't really believe, but I can tell you all, I've been using it now 2 weeks, and my self-conscious parts, I'm 41, going to be 42, are my eyelids and under here, my neck, because I had a cervical spinal fusion. So the skin here was cut and laxed, and I've noticed my jaw is a lot more snatched and lifted since I started using this. You just take one little pump. I have it here. It's so awesome. It comes out. It's so cute. So I put that one pump morning and night. I put it around my eyes. I'm actually loving the effect of the lip plumping. So Rachel, do not forget your lips because I've been putting it on and I realized my lips, like the skin around your lips is one of the thinnest skins on your face, as well as your eyelids. So I put it there, and I actually use 2 pumps now because I see what it's doing. And I wore a V-neck to show you all, but I started using it, you know, down my décolleté, and it's awesome. Like there's so many things happening here. My skin tone is more even. I don't really need makeup. Like it's just, this product is so amazing. You guys are going to love it.
I love it. Carrie, thank you so much. I'm trying to think what it would be like for me to try and put it on my lips. My beard. It's not very beard friendly.
I've been thinking of putting filler, and my mom's like, don't you do it. I'm like, I just want a little bit. I have little bird lips, but I'm excited to try this. I'm definitely going to be taking some before and afters.
Oh, I'm so stoked for you.
Mhm.
Well, all of these are high impacts, and that's the way we wanted it to be when we really started launching health products. Is we're like, we're not going to just launch a product because you know, so each of them have been kind of hand selected, and it's very, very unique to have a company that's got multiple heavy hitter products like this. So for me, it has been such a joy to hear of family after family having the craziest benefits and testimonials that have come out of these. So, you know, end of the day, people start transforming and everyone's timeline is going to be a little different. Okay. So just know it's plants. So it's not forcing the body into anything. It's supporting the body by flooding the body with nutrients. And we have a Health Wealth Community Facebook group where you can find just tens of thousands of testimonials and stories of people utilizing these products and having amazing experiences with them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the foundation here, because what's really important is knowing that the people at the helm are amazing, right? And these founders, I've actually known now for 6 years. I get to sit on the board of Towne, so I get to see the inner workings and the hard decisions and the exciting decisions and all the things in between. And their men of vision, they actually have owned million and even billion-dollar companies in the past. And I've just been so impressed with who they are and their heart. It doesn't feel like corporate. It doesn't feel like there's this ego to the ownership team at all. They're the same guys who, started it 6 years ago, and we've remained debt-free. We've hit the Inc. publication 3 years in a row, which no other home business has done before. So we're growing at a massive rate. We're actually the only company reporting double-digit growth in 2022 right now. So I'm just going to put that right there. And I think the reason is because one, when products work, people naturally talk about them, right? But two, wouldn't you agree that more than ever before, people are looking for an extra stream of income? People are looking to hedge up right now because there's a lot of uncertainty, and it's a bizarre time to be alive. I mean, as if the last 3 years weren't weird enough. A lot of people just want to have some extra coming in. And so our comp plan is so generous. It provides value for every level of activity. And when I looked at this, I go, this is the most advanced comp plan I've ever seen. And we've now, 6 years later, seen companies try to copy what we've done and failed to try to copy what we've done. And it's just been amazing. So first and foremost, we're going to provide for you an amazing online store with a 30-day money-back guarantee for your customers. We're going to give them subscribe and save benefits. We're going to absolutely give you the ability to earn 25 or 50% on every customer order that comes through you. Now, in order to unlock the 50%, it's very simple. You just have to acquire about 10 customers on a regular purchase, or hit the first rank, which some people do in their first day or month or 2 months, And so it's really exciting because you get paid on a weekly basis. Also, congratulations, Carrie, for hitting that first rank in your first, week or two. So, but it's fun because there are people in our team who are literally pulling tens of thousands of customer points and then earning 50% off of that. Very powerful concept to make great side gig income by just referring powerful products. Okay. So I love that. 2, we have a bonus called the 10 and 3, where we're going to plug you into our social media post system. So for 60 days, you're going to get a text message in the morning with a social post that you can copy and paste into your own social media. And it's engaging and conversational. It's not like salesy or weird, but it's fun because we're going to give you what to do. That's going to help attract those first 10 customers. Okay. So, let's say here you're getting 10 customers and you're going to make, 25%, in that first month. That's going to be what? $250, right? What's so exciting is once you've then attracted 3 associates, which we show you how to do as well, that is also going to trigger 3 launch bonuses for you, ranging from $100 to $300, depending on what enrollment bundle they choose. Okay. So that's huge. Then for doing 10 and 3, that's going to unlock the $1,000 bonus on top of your launch bonuses and your customer commissions. So you can see that usually creates a $2,000 or $3,000 first month for someone just for doing something as simple as attracting 10 customers and 3 associates. Very, very powerful front end, very doable for families. And then what's so cool is you can do it the next month too, and the next month. And we actually had a gal this morning on one of our power hours. She's qualified for 19, 10, and 3 bonuses. So she's only been in the business for 20 months. And so she got married and had a honeymoon, and that was the month she didn't. I'm like, it's okay, Kitsy, you got this. So really fun. Our first rank in the company is a car bonus. And I love that because I'd never seen that before in the industry. We appreciate the fact that for this kind of a car bonus, we partnered with Jeep because it has the highest resale value. It's kind of a cool culture, Jeep wave culture. I love it because my wife drives over things instead of into them, and don't tell her I ever said that, but it's just great. Hope she didn't hear that from the other room. She can't because my voice is shot, so it's all good. But here's the thing. All you got to do to get to this first rank is sponsor 3 people on our premium platinum pack. And that equals 1,500 points. So that's as fast as you can get to that first rank, which unlocks the 50%. It's just very simple. Then they're going to pay you a $350 Jeep stipend for hitting that rank. And then once you get a couple more promotions, that ups to $500 a month. And the reason this is so important to me personally is because the second biggest expense per household is what? It's their vehicle. The average car payment's around $500. 95% of America has them. So if we can replace a car payment with a Towne Jeep, or even 2 Towne Jeeps like we have 2 Jeeps, they paid us $70,000 in Jeep stipends over the years. It's crazy. I no longer have that expense. So what I did is I actually sat down with one of Towne's wealth specialists who you get access to right away. They showed us a way to become our own bank and create tax-free retirement. So all I did was I took our existing car payment and I moved it into a wealth plan through Towne, and that's become our retirement now. And so think about how powerful that could be for families who might not have their retirement fully funded to just go qualify for a Towne Jeep and let that become a thing. So anyway, I nerd out on the financial side sometimes, but what really caught my attention is the full pay plan. Now, these are ranks you can earn based off of, helping other people in your team win. So what's so cool is the group volume is going to be calculated based off of all the associates and customers who order in your organization. And so as time goes forward, that number is going to grow. And as you hit these thresholds, you get promoted to these ranks. We've helped people hit Ruby in 2 weeks. We've helped people hit Emerald in 2 months. We even had a Black Diamond promotion in our team, and it's just been absolutely amazing to watch as people's lives change, because the green line is going to be what I consider to be the residual income. Now, that also has the Jeep stipend built into those figures in there. But what's so cool is you can build this at your own pace. Slow and steady wins the race, or fast and furious, let's get to the top of this thing. We're going to match your energy. And in the beginning, you're going to get access to Trailblazer bonuses. So there's an extra $3,500 for going Ruby pretty quickly. And then if you're really motivated, you can access our Run for Sapphire promotion, which just started this month. And Run for Sapphire is something I can't believe they even did. Like I'm still blown away, but it's a total of $47,000 of bonus money that they're going to give you by hitting Diamond in your first 15 months. Now, you can hit Sapphire in 5 months, Emerald in 10 months, and Diamond in 15 to get the full 47.5. But that just blew my mind that they were able to put that on the table for anyone signing up in October, and it's going away. So I really, really love what Towne has done in terms of being able to provide super spare time, part-time income for people with our customer sharing bonus, our 10 and 3, and our rank pay. But then for people who do want to replace what they have or grow from where they're at, they can create amazing income with these ranks. And we've helped a lot of families do that. So my wife and I hold a red diamond position, and we also, because they let you sign up your spouse, we double dipped, and our second position is paid diamonds. So pretty fun. We also love the vacations that are fun little perks that come with being a Towne associate. You can earn points towards a vacation, and they're not kidding. Like, we literally just took 153 people to Tulum, and they're +1. So you get to bring someone with you. They pay for your resort. You can earn the flight stipends. It's really powerful. So we've traveled all over the world on Towne's dime. It's kind of my favorite thing because I just really love to travel to white sandy places. So anyway, most important, and Rachel, I know like you really love this part. This was the thing that my heart was like, yes, because my heart has always been for it. People who have maybe never owned a business, never been in network marketing or anything like that. I want those people to win big. And so I built this system designed for the busiest person who's maybe not developed skill sets. And so what's cool is the app has everything you need from corporate in one place. So you can pull from PDFs and videos. It's very snazzy. It's very interactive. You can actually see when people have watched or opened up your messages. It's kind of fun. Then we have what's called the impact system. And this is a series of 3 to 4 minute videos that kind of prepare you for what you need to really go crush it in your first month, build a $2,000-$3,000 first month story. And so this is very simple to do. We're going to provide those social posts for you. We're going to provide a boards app for you. So you actually on your keyboard have access to all of our resources in one place. And I could go on and on, but our Team Summit group is a great platform for you to learn and grow. And it's going to provide a lot of training for your team to plug into. So the whole system and the structure is built for you. You just got to plug and play. And then to get started with us, it's very, very simple. And there's a few options on the table. Everyone always asks me what the best way to go is. And I'm always like, well, for me, I wanted to have more than enough product so I could have lots of testimonials my first month. Like I thought it was going to be valuable to have more stories. And sure enough, wow, I'm so glad I did that because we had so many more stories in our household. So starting in abundance is one thing too. I really like that, it's tax deductible. That's kind of fun. The platinum pack comes with a convention credit. So that's kind of neat. You get into our convention for free. It's a third of the way to your first promotion. Okay. It's the biggest discount. And all you've got to do to be profitable to make that back in your first week is follow our system and sponsor 3 platinums. So it's very simple to do. So that's generally when people ask me, I'm like, hey, platinum's the way to go. But Rachel, I'd love for you to share a little bit about your vision because I know you're just getting started with this.
Yes.
And that's a massive deal in and of itself. The timing here is insane for you guys to position yourselves for the growth we're about to see.
Really.
I'm going to pass it to you and let you kind of describe why you started the way you did. And
Okay.
I'm just so excited. This is so good.
I told Heather, my friend Heather, I said, geez, if we counted how many times we said excited in the last week, if I had $1 for every time, I'm rich. I would truly, and I feel so redundant. I'm like, I need to get another term here because I'm sick of saying I'm excited, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I was looking at the packages. I knew I wanted to join. I just didn't know what. And I was like, $999, like, holy cow, that's a lot of money. But then I'm looking at all these products and I'm like, okay, Rachel, really? Because for my family, I'm on auto subscribes for companies all over the place because I research and I try to find the best. And so we've got, all kinds of supplements coming in at all times for my attempting to fix my digestive health. I cannot get over, Jeff. I cannot believe how long I've been going through this discomfort only to try this enzyme 5 times or 6 times so far. And I'm like, well, yeah, probably like 6 times because I haven't been eating. I told you I'm not hungry and I'm excited and I just have a lot of stuff going on right now apparently. But yes, I feel so good. But I was trying to decide which kit and I decided to go with the platinum because I have a lot of friends nearby. And if it's something that I wouldn't necessarily use, I want them to be able to use it. I want them to help me market it. I want them to give me a review. And so I decided to go with the biggest kit, but also my husband likes the circulatory and he's a mature man and he needs the circulation help. So that's great for him. He works out. My son works out. So they've got this energy. I wanted the mojo. I keep wanting to say moho. I wanted the mojo. I wanted the creamer. I just wanted so much and it just made sense because of the savings. And I'm absolutely going to be going to the convention. So I was like, well, a free ticket, that's saving. And I've got my write-off, which is always good. I write off anything related to business. But I did have a question actually, while we're having this conversation, I was going to ask you, I hope it's what I want to hear, but since it's public right now, but I think so. I saw in the boards, there is a payment plan app that you can use. Is that still relevant?
For getting started?
Yes.
It's kind of different. There's a couple different options out there that are third party that sometimes work and sometimes don't.
Okay. I just last night I was scrolling through and I'm like, what is that? That's a really cool feature for somebody who can't kick out $1,000, but they really want to go big. Yeah. Okay.
We'll have to talk about that because I'm not exactly sure what you're pointing out. But I do know that there's been a couple people who have, worked with, like, I think they had tried Klarna and then maybe it didn't work every single time. So, but a lot of people do. It's kind of like personal preference. You got to go with where your piece is at. But I do feel like how quickly this is generally profitable, like people, can choose to put it on a card,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So, which I know if it was any other traditional business, people would do, you know what I mean?
Right. Yes. I like the idea that it's so easy. If you are working your business and you guys provide all of the social posts, you provide amazing training. We have such a good community for support that this is my 5th day. I've got 7 customers. I've got 2 people that want to sign up with me. And I'm like, of course they do, because it's brilliant. And I love to train, and they probably are pretty confident that if they sign up with me, I'm not going to let them not do well. Like if you buy the platinum, you're not going to lose your money because I'm going to make you work, but you wouldn't get the platinum if you didn't want to work. So I'm confident in that, but there were just so many different options to join. Even somebody that's on a small budget. Carrie told me today, I think it was Carrie that told me that you can sign up as an associate with a product as well, which is that accurate? You can sign up with a small package.
Yeah, there's different bundle sizes
Yeah.
that you can choose upon enrollment.
Yeah. So there's options for every budget, and that just makes me happy because I know $1,000 isn't going to happen for everybody, but I want people to be able to start and reach their dreams because I don't know. I've told you guys before, many of you, I've been looking for a network marketing company that suits my needs for the last 2 years. And I haven't found one because I'm very particular. The products have to be something I'm incredibly passionate about. Otherwise I won't do well. It has to have an impact on me. Otherwise I have nothing to share. And it has to have a good comp plan. And this comp plan I work with network marketers all over the industry, all different kinds of companies I work with, and I see their back office. I log in with them, we go on Zoom, and I'm like, sometimes I'm thinking, ooh, like good luck going in there. But this one, I'm like, wow, this is good. And it truly is. Aside from that, I know some of you are here just for the information for the products, and you can benefit if you're loving a product and it's helping you. You can benefit by helping others, and I'm so thankful. Thank you, Courtney Durkin, for inviting your friend. That was really, really thoughtful of you. But that's you're already starting. You're sharing something with somebody that will help them, and that's really what it's all about, is helping people feel well. So, I went with platinum, but I haven't got it yet. But I did get my my gift, and I've been playing in those, and I'm really excited about those.
Yay. I love it. Shannon had a question about what would help with sleep. There's a product I didn't even mention. We just launched this a couple months ago. It's called Replenish. It's actually an ashwagandha fulvic humic acid mushroom blends tea, which is a mouthful, but it's like the greatest tea on earth because it just helps you sleep so good. That and the Glow has amino acids that support quality of sleep as well. So the collagen will actually support. I sleep like a baby when I take my collagen. It's like waking up going, what day is it? Where am I? I got some, drool. But I would love to see if there's any other, like maybe what was your highlight? What did you like the most? And if there's any questions for me, I'm totally here for that. And would love to support and assist in any way.
If y'all have any geeky questions, any scientific based, Jeff's your man. He loves that.
I've got 4 minutes before I have to hop off, but I thought I'd open it up.
We'll get as quick geek as we can possibly go. Yeah. But if you have questions, go ahead and unmute yourself. If you don't, I'll be chatting with you. I'm going to go fill up my water. It's all gone. And update those of you who saw that I took the Zest. It's a lavender vanilla lemonade. And I was a little nervous and I told Jeff, I was like, I'm going to try it, but I'm nervous because I'm not an energy drinking kind of gal. I get jittery and hypoglycemic. It's easy for me to get jittery. I feel so good. And I feel like one thing I've noticed is I can pay attention so well, and I'm super ADHD. So it's nice for me to I'm listening and I'm hearing you, and I'm not distracted, and it feels so good. I love it. But it looks like they are all set. Girls, I'll be reaching out here shortly. Jeff, thank you again for taking your time. Carrie, thank you so much for coming and taking your time. Yeah, Carrie was like, you're going to be fine. You're going to like it. I'm like, hope so. Otherwise, I might have been making a mistake taking it at 5:30 p.m. I wasn't really thinking about the caffeine content, but it feels different. I don't feel jitter. I don't feel like I'm never going to sleep. I just feel energy.
Yeah,
Right.
it's almost like you feel 100% of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So like with other stimulant or like energy drinks, it like you almost feel like it's not yourself because you're like, oh God, but this is more like an internal, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain it. That's why I'm like, you gotta just try it because it's such an amazing thing. So anyway, it's so
Happy.
good to meet you, Becca, Stacy, Courtney, Shannon, Heather, and Bridget. So nice to spend some time with you this evening. And I'm so excited to work with you guys and run with you to the top of this thing. So we'll be connecting up soon.
Wonderful. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, ladies. Have a good night. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.